Brothers and sisters, today's lesson is titled, Calling it a Church Doesn't Make It So. Some buildings, you can look at them and you'll wonder, I wonder what it is. There is no cross, inside or out. So there is no God that they worship. There is no faith listed on the building, nor do the people there say, oh, I'm Anglican, we're Episcopal, we're Catholic, we're Lutheran. So there is no faith, so it is not a church. This is the way that evil allows, overlooks and condones, and it is a way to approve of the killing of one human being by another. And right now you're scratching your heads, you're like, how did we go from a building not being a church to someone dying? Because there is an evil in the United States with false prophets leading those who are truly adherents of the evil one. They all claim to be followers of the Son of God. They all claim to live by the teachings of Christ, but nothing could be further from the truth. These false prophets and their congregations falsely claim to be evangelicals. They lie about so very many things, it's difficult to keep track. These faith fakers build ostentatiously huge buildings and claim they are churches. But claiming it doesn't make it so. I could say a pig is a mule, but that doesn't make the pig capable of pulling a cart or appropriate for riding, does it? Or I could recognize that a 700-pound hog is a songbird. But does that sweeten his morning songs, make him any more nimble to lightly leap branch to branch, flitting about the trees in the copse, so as to sing morning songs to attract a mate, to fly with him in the skies? No. And I'd be quite certain to park inside a very sturdy structure, so long as this hog is flying around and is in rut. These fake churches, so grandiose, they require special permits from fire officials to be built, as they never meet local code for fire egress. Don't ever sit in the balcony. And in which they do their weekly performances. Yes, they are performances. For all of the people are paid performers. There is always a fire professional on site, for they always exceed everything for code. There are two other characteristics of all devils' demos which have common across these evil groupings. One, the fakers of faith at all levels, in all roles, are members of the National Rifle Association, the NRA, such that these large auditoriums used for performances of the fake faith are also sponsors of gun shows. In the same room where they have these fake faith performances every week, they will have gun shows right before the fake faith performances. There is no God there. The NRA proudly pumps these false faith events as the most gun-proud locations in the United States. In their pro-gun owners, pro-evil, pro-death of all other humans, and also in their interactive gun games on the websites. And every person within that fake faith church, using the term loosely, still supports Donald Trump, buying into his version of the world, where 12 million votes in 9 states are magically illegal, despite his previous claims to the contrary, stating our voting system is the best, is the safest in the world. That from 7 July 2020. But the safety of the voting system only started to go bad when he started to lose. Funny how that works, isn't it? 3 of these largest, wealthiest, and most advantageous to the NRA fake faith places are otherwise known as American evangelical churches and didn't exist prior to 2015. None of them are registered as charities. None of them are registered as churches in their respective states, nor are they registered as a religious organization anywhere. One is a false front for the white nationalist organization known as the Ku Klux Klan. One is totally dedicated to the NRA. They are listed as co-owners of the property and co-payers of all things utility. And the third is a front for another race hate group, which have scheduled rotations month to month. So 5 different race hate groups run the site. And then around high holy days of the Christians and Jews, they double up. 2 of these groups went to Florida in support of the white man who murdered the black man over the use of a handicap spot. The hate killer is a member of one of these third groups. We must, as Christians, stop all liars, cheaters, scammers, and fake faithers from using the Lord's name improvidently, for making money as a means of faking a church to enrich themselves, for that's what they are doing. But what these horrible people are doing is using Christ's name as a means to kill. Jesus Christ is the Lord of love. He would never, ever want someone to kill in his name, supposedly on his behalf. And that's why there were martyrs, to stop people from doing that. If someone is attacking you because of Jesus' name, turn the other cheek. You don't shoot them. And that is what the gospel has said. We are the sheep. God is our shepherd. He doesn't need any explosives or anything to gather us. He knows us. We know his voice. And for all of the evil, all of the roundups the devil does in these churches, using the name facetiously, using the word in a way that it's not ever been used before. For there is no church, for there is no God in any of those buildings. If they worship anyone, it is only Satan. Because Trump is an acolyte of the devil. He sold his soul to the devil so long ago. And you could tell by the way the White House was run and the things that happened there, that it was the devil that was in house and no one else. So if you see any of these false prophets on television on Sunday mornings. Grab a cross, hold it in your hand, and listen for no more than 3 minutes. And you will see what I mean about these faith fakers just watching so they can hear. So you can hear. They have changed the Bible just to what they need. It's not a real Bible. You check it out. But listen or watch no more than 3 minutes. And make sure you keep your cross in hand, because there will be times when you need to hold it in front of you. And then change the channel for your own safety.